Like it's getting ready to go. So while everybody is coming on, I'm going to see if I can find myself. This is what we're going to be working on. Looks like we may have a little bit of a shadow, but that's okay. So this is Susie, by the way. I said I was going to come live at 5, and I am doing that, but I'm also going to go see if I'm showing up. It looks like I am. Great. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Just a few announcements. This is Monday, December 7th, 2021, and I'm Susie Meadows, and normally I do classes in the library, but with COVID that's not working out, so I'm going to do some Facebook Live. So just a few announcements. Starting tomorrow, there is going to be a big sale to close out this catalog, and it will end the January 4th, but it's going to be while supplies last. And the nice thing is some of the goodies are 20 to 50% off. So if you're interested, you need to move fast when it opens up tomorrow. So, and one of the things I'm going to be doing, if you place an order online, a minimum of at least $25 using this host code, I'll send you some bling. So, yeah. So, let me see, other announcements. Oh, we have those of you that do Paper Pumpkin. This is the next one. You need to subscribe by the 10th, and to get this kit, it's going to be 12 cards, and you can sort of see some of the colors. That shows a cupcake and a bear. It's a warm and encouraging kit after a very tough year. So that looks like that's going to be fun. So, but that's by the December 10th. You need to be signed up to get that. So I think we're going to get going. I sort of teased you a couple days ago that we were going to do gift card holders. This is actually one that we did in a retreat several weeks ago. And but I decided we're going to do one more. We're going to do Christmas related. And I know most of you have craft supplies at home, so I would urge you to get them out. Get them out of the closet, get them out of the tub that's under, the storage tub rather, that's underneath the bed, and do some crafting with me. So I will get these things out of the way here, and I want to give you a template of what we're going to go with. We are going to go with the card holder sleeve, which is this right here. And I didn't show you. If you pull this out, you can see there's a gift card here. So, and this is the style of what we're going to do. So this sleeve is 6.5 by 3.5, and then we're going to score it and we're going to cut it. But that's just to give you what your supplies are. And here is what's actually going to hold the card holder. And it's going to be a 6" by 2 3/4. And then we're going to score it. And then you're going to need an art piece, art panel, 3.5 by 2.5. So we will get this. Let me get things around. I've got my trimmer. We're going to use it to do some scoring. Better get the template so I remember what we're doing. The nice thing about this trimmer is it has measurements at the bottom here, or it has measurements up here at the top. So, but I'm going to use the ones here at the bottom. And I'm using shaded spruce. That's going to be my sleeve, and I need to score it 1 3/4 on both sides. Now, you have a scoring blade and you have a cutting blade. Cutting is going to stay down. I just need to score it. So I'm going to score it. I like to just turn it around and do another one at 1 3/4 and score it. And then I need a 1/4 inch, and it's got measurements on this side, so the little measurements I like coming over here. So there we go. So we have got that scored, and while I'm busy scoring, I'm going to use Poppy to hold my card, the gift card that is, and we're going to score that at 4. So put that down here and score it. Okay, done with my trimmers right now. Okay. So, with my bone folder, I'm going to fold it on each of these and give it a good crease. So, hope you guys are staying warm. It's been a little bit chilly outside, but, oh, I'll show you my template back once again. You can see my scores. You can see I'm cutting these two outside panels off. And so, cutting right on the line. And then I'm going to cut into the big one because I want to get a little bit of bulk off. I'm going to do that here. And once again, cut straight across. There we go. Now, I'm ready to glue it. And this does not take a lot of glue. You can see that's not a lot of glue there. Bring that down and hold it. And then a little bit of glue here and fold it. You may hear some rustling. There's some folks in the room, which is fine. Don't worry about it. Nobody's going to be screaming. So, and if sometimes it hangs over like that, no biggie. Just get over here and trim it. Voila, there we go. So, we now have our sleeve. Now, let's get where our card's gonna be, and we just fold it, and we need to glue it. Now, what I did on some of the others, I used a punch and punched out a circle. Well, I didn't bring one, but you know, I do have a Christmas punch. So this is gonna be a funky one. I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, looks real funky, but that's okay. In fact, I think I'm going to instead winging it, and I'm just gonna make it a V. Yeah, but you can do whatever, and you don't have to. I don't know, I just like a little bit of that. So, once again, I'm going to just glue close to the edge here. And then on this side, as you can see, not very much glue is needed. And press it down to hold it. There we go. So we have our sleeve. Oh, and then to put the ribbon in, I just take a plain old hole punch, put it right in the middle, boom. And I've got a length of ribbon. This is probably about 8-9 inches. This is reversible. I like this because it's got two different colors here. So, but it's a little bit thicker, but it's very pliable. So I'm just going to fold it in half, run it through, and bring my ends through, and voila, we're ready. So this folds in. We're going to do this. Now it's time to decorate the art panel. And you can do it simple with just stamps, ink, and paper, or you can go real elaborate. So we're going to start with the simple one first. Let me get some of these things out of the way. Once again, this art panel is 3.5 by 2.5. So now I am going to use photopolymer. So because of that, a photopolymer stamp doesn't have cushion, so it needs a little bit of cushion because these tables might be a little weighty. There's been a lot of people that have used these tables over the year. So as you can see, I don't have a real good ink on here. And of course I need scratch paper. So that's what this is. Well, that's okay. That's doing okay, but I want to re-ink it now. Yep, okay, and I'm going to put this up here in the corner, let it sit down, let the ink soak in for just a minute. And in case it's real inky, I don't jerk it up, I just bring it up. Because if you jerk it up, if you got too much ink on here, it may splatter. And I don't want that. Now, get another scratch piece of paper here. Because now I'm ready for my trees. And I'm using shaded spruce. And I'm going to use this pretty evergreen. So I'm going to ink it up. Look at it. Yep, looks good. Well, we'll ink it one more time. Okay, I don't want it to be floating in the air. So I'm going to press down, lift up, and then I think I'm going to do a second generation, is what you call. And this would be considered a third generation. So there we go. So we are ready to put this on here. Now if you notice, this is hanging over, so I'm not going to put glue on this very end. So, in fact, I'm going to hang on to that little bit there. Get some glue and put it down. There we go. So that is our simple or basic one, just with stamps, paper, and ink. Now one thing I wanted to show you, the first time I did this, if you notice, my evergreen is floating in the air. I didn't like that. That's why I moved it down here, because I wanted it to be grounded. So there we go. So that's our first one. So let's go to our next one, which is adding a few things. So once again, I have my my art panel, which is 2.5 by 3.5. I'm going to ink Merry Christmas up. I'm going to stamp it in the middle. Well, no, that's not the middle, is it? It's on the end. Duh. Okay. Now, and I'm going to do the same thing with my evergreens when I find the ink. There we go. So, but this time I'm going to put it higher because we're going to do something different. And I'm going to come down to here. And then I'm going to go third generation right down to there. Okay. Now what we're going to do different is I'm going to punch out a tree with this paper. This is the Regal's Designer Series paper. It just happens to be the same color, shaded spruce, as what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to, that's the other side of it. That's nice about the Designer Series paper is that there's two sides to it with Stampin' Up. And so we're going to go put some dimensionals. These are pop-ups. They're foam dots. They're two-sided adhesive. And just pop them off. And I'm going to put this one right here. There we go. Now, I think we need a little bit of bling. And this, like I said, we're stepping it up a little bit. So I'm going to use these little adhesive snowflakes. I'm going to use my take your pick tool here. I think I want, well, let's see which ones do we have here. With the glare, it's sort of hard for me to see where they are. I'm going to put one there. I need a different angle here. There we go. And I think I want one here. They say to do things in odds, so I'm going to do it 3 and sort of do it in a triangle like. So there we go. So now, okay, let's go ahead and put this on. So, there we go. So, that is our stepped up version. Okay, you ready for the Avid or the everything, throw everything but the kitchen sink on it? I think that's the one we're going to do next. So we will, in this case, we will start with a die. This is from the Stitched So Sweetly dies. I love this die set because you have all these different sizes and then you have these unique ones that go very well with it. So we're going to start with that die. Now, I have already punched out some trees from foil, gold foil. And not only have I punched it out, then I ran it through the embossing folder. We have a couple different folders. This is one of them that's actually, I think it's on sale for $4. But anyway, tomorrow, starting that. So we could go either way. I think I want to go with this one. And And then what I also wanted to use was, I wanted to use Merry Christmas. And this is from the Word Wishes. Once again, like I said, I'm using everything but the kitchen sink because I just like using a lot of different things. So now what I have done is this is just black cardstock. And on the reverse, I've put adhesive. We've got these really cool adhesive sheets. They're in the annual catalog. They're only 10 bucks. But they're two-sided, and you put it on there, and what it does, it's an adhesive. So I went ahead for time, looking for my take your pick tool here. There we go. Okay. I always like to dry fit things, so we're going to put our Christmas. To save time, I went ahead and die cut these out. Okay. Now, I think I will pop this up. So once again, we will use some dimensionals. Okay. Sometimes if you can't get it off, you put your finger in there and it bends it just a little bit. Okay. I think I want you right there. Okay. Now, to get this off, all we need to do is, with my take your pick tool, there we go. This time I normally have it a little bit further on the lower end, and it all peels off at one time. But this time I was in a hurry, and you can see I'm having to peel it off a letter or two but at a time, but that's okay. That's okay. One last one, maybe. Maybe? Come on. Work with me now. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, we are going to put you, oh, I want the middle of the A out. Didn't want to come out. There we go. Okay, I want my Christmas. There we go. Now, let's do the Merry. Pull it off. You can just use glue and put this down, but you know, some of these are thin lines and I end up getting glue a little bit of everywhere when I work in this small of an area. So that's why I like these adhesive sheets. Okay, don't want to put it upside down. I've done that before. Okay, so there we go. Got to get a drink here before I start coughing. Okay, now we need some bling. And this time I want to use the holiday rhinestones. And let's see, let's go with, get these out. Let's go with a big yellow at the top for my star. And then we're going to go with some of these smaller ones. Go that away. And actually you can do it with your pointy tool, or you can do it with, this has a little bit of gum-like, and it just slides them right off. Okay. Put a red through there. Oh, and a dark blue over here, and I want another red, it looks like. Now I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Now I want a few snowflakes. So I'm using these adhesive back snowflakes again. And we're going to put one there. Nope. Come off there. There we go. And maybe one more right here. There we go. Good deal. So now we are ready to glue it down. Okie doke. Hey Marilyn, I see you're watching. Hope things are going well down your way. So here we go. Here is the one that, all kinds of bling. So there's been 3 different ones. Let me put them, see if we can get them in the camera. I don't know, on the screen. Okay. Here is the basic stamps, ink, and paper. Well, thank you, Marilyn. Glad everything's good. I'm glad you can see through the that it's showing up on the screen. So this is the one that's just your basic, just stamps, paper, and ink. Here we've added just a few more supplies of some, we punched out a tree, and we've added some snowflakes. And here we really went overboard, which this is the style I like. I was at a craft show yesterday, or Saturday rather, and one of the customers said, you know, I like my cards a little more simple. So that reaffirmed to me that I tend to go a little bit over the top on some, but this is an example of the other. So there you go. So you can use, like I said, I will post these templates that has the sizes of everything. I'll probably post that later tonight. So, but these are the 3 we made, but I did want to show you some of the others that I've made. So we will get these out of the way here. Once again, if you're interested in ordering, there you go. If you want some pretty bling bling. Here's one that I've used some of the ornament punches and some of that designer series paper. Here's 2 of them, a little something for you and hello. And then I went with one with a snowman, glittery, of course. And I love this ribbon, this metallic ribbon. That's really pretty. And then here, if I thought this might be a little more masculine with some plaid paper, some darker colors, but just thanks. And once again, these all have, here's an example of where I used part of a circle and I cut it out like that. So, in fact, I can probably show you better on here. There you go, you can see I've cut out like that. So, here are some different ones, but once again, thank you very much. Yep, I think that's it. Oh, and I wanted to show you that they do go in an envelope. And you, it's not more than a 1/4 inch thick, so you could seal it and send it. So, or even put it in a card and send it. So, thanks again. Appreciate you guys watching, whether you're watching live or on the replay. So, hope things are going well with you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and catch up with you later. And I do plan on going live next Monday, which is the 14th, and I'll do that at 5 o'clock once again. So, hey, it's good chatting with y'all. I'll see ya.